Hello everyone, it's Angelina from Sparkling Diva with another reading. This time it's on how to get more love, which can be love in a relationship, romantic love, right, or just love in general. Basically that is all connected, because if you have a problem with love in a relationship or getting a relationship, then you usually also have problems with giving and receiving love in general, love of yourself especially. So this reading is for that. It doesn't matter if you're focused on a love relationship, romantic love, fine, then it works for that. If you're not, more on love of self, love in general, that also works. So love, there is 1, 2 and 3. You can also choose with the items I put there, which I actually felt was quite nice, unlocking love, or if you have found it and you may want to lock it, a commitment kind of thing. So I have a this for the numbers 1, a little open padlock, and for the numbers 2, a closed, a locked padlock, and for set number 3, a little key. Am I holding it up right? Yes. And well, I hadn't noticed that, but there's a little heart shape in the opening of that key. So that's well, just choose which one you feel drawn to most. I'm going to give you a little bit of time. I'm going to start the reading. Right, and I'd like to start. If you haven't made a choice yet, then please pause the video. Excuse me. Number 1. This is how you can get more love, or what the main issue is of not getting it is the Lady of the Gift. Generosity, receiving, withholding. Lady of the Gift. I'm going to get the little booklet. This is from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Beautiful cards. I don't often use them though, and, but I felt drawn to it today. The Lady of the Gift brings a message of tithing. She requires you to look at the nature and method of your giving to others. The world is your church, and you only need to distribute 10% of your wealth, in this case love of course, to others to ensure that the flow continues. Yet this doesn't necessarily mean giving money away, again in this case that will be love, nor does it imply a direct action of charity, even though the tradition of tithing is material. In fact, the kind of tithing the lady asks of you isn't tangible or material at all. She's asking you to look at all human beings as important in the divine scheme of things, and show others that you believe in them. Pay attention to how you treat people, and be mindful of your perception, even of seemingly poor strangers. If you see others as successful and abundant, and act as if you believe they have value, blessings all around are assured. Your belief in others has greater value than you could fathom. This alone guarantees your success long term. Remember that you can only keep what you're willing to give. And this somehow makes me feel that maybe if you indeed do see people as not so valuable, or have a problem seeing the value and the good in other people, maybe you can also be a little bit judgmental. And sometimes we're not even aware of that. This judgment, being judgmental, can sort of sneak up on us. And usually if we're judgmental about other people, we're also judgmental about ourselves. And that is also a sneaky one, because usually we are not aware of that, of doing that. Sometimes we are just judgmental of ourselves in our mind, in the way we think about ourselves. And if that is the case for you, that's also a lack of love, a lack of self-love. And if you don't love yourself, then you start judging yourself and others. You don't see the value of others, and then then you have a block in love. So how you can change that is how to get more love. Well, what it said here is pay attention to how you treat people. Be mindful of your perception of people, even the ones that don't really appeal to you. You can still try and see the beauty and the positive in other people and situations. And you can only keep what you're willing to give. So you have to, in that sense, give. See value in them and see them, situations or people, through the eyes of love. What caused it? 8 of Atamis. That says that you feel blocked, imprisoned, limited. You don't see a way out. But the thing is, there is a way out, because there's 4 Atamis here and there. But here is an opening. It's like a path running through these Atamis. So you can either go back and go around them, or just go back, or you can go forward. But you're not seeing it. In a way, you are refusing to see it. You don't want to see it because you're afraid. It's your own thoughts that keep you here. In a way, it's also a choice, but it is your own thoughts, because these are Atamis. So it is your own thoughts that keep you in this place. Almost as if you don't want to get out of this situation. So then something must have happened at some point in your life that caused you to do that to yourself. And since this is about love, then it's probably relating to well, it could be a love relationship. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. It can also be something that happened in your childhood that affected you in a way that you don't really freely give anymore, and that has become a pattern. Not giving freely of yourself, But in any case, it's something you are doing to yourself, because you are not stuck. Not really. The way out. How can you recover from that or change that? And we have the 8 of Chalices and 9 of Wands. And this is such a typical card, because I'm not sure if you can see. Doing my best to hold them up with enough light on them. Neither of these look too happy in this situation where they are. He's trying to hold on to her, like, no, don't go, no, please don't go, kind of thing. And she's like, yeah, but no, I don't, no, let me go. They're not seeing eye to eye at all. And I feel that you're this woman, and you haven't communicated. You've been in a situation, or you are in a situation, and for quite some time you haven't communicated, expressed your feelings when something was against the grain for you, when something hurt you or didn't please you or whatever. You bottled it up. Well, you know that each time something happened, you didn't speak your mind. You put a thistle in the vase, and in the end you have this bunch of prickly thistles there, and then you're kind of stuck in that situation where neither you or the other is happy. And it doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be, but it can also be a work situation, or anything with a family, friends. And what you should do is, well, that's quite logical, right? Don't bottle it up. Speak your mind. When something is up, communicate. Heart-to-heart conversations. Be more open, and don't be afraid to be authentic, or that maybe the other person can't handle it. They are willing to listen. In this situation, neither want to really, or they want to stay in the situation, but neither are happy. But here, I see this commitment. Both are really willing to listen, willing to work on whatever is going on. They're not going to walk away from the other. There's commitment. So they're not going to give up on you when you speak your mind. So that's the way out. You have to express who you are, what you want, what your needs are. If you don't do that, you will not get your needs met, and then in the end you will start to feel like that, unhappy and resistant and miserable, prickly possibly because of the thistles and stuff. So don't bottle it up. Talk about it. Express how you feel, good or bad, in an adult way, right? Without the drama. You don't need drama in your life. No one wants drama, and you will not have drama if you speak your mind, if you don't bottle it up. And then an extra message from the Wild Wisdom of the Fairy Oracle, the Unicorn and the Maiden, but it came out reversed. This is mostly about communication with unicorn, purification, undercover action. So purification, it is a beautiful card. I have to get the booklet for that. The reversed meaning, feeling alone and unsafe, unsure of whether your visions are authentic. Feeling hunted, as though you must hide away to be yourself and to be safe. Could cause headaches as well in the third eye region. Not following through with your life's purpose of creativity. And this is also because of the purification aspect and it being reversed, about toxic things. And the interpretation talks about food and fluids, but I think in this reading it's more like making sure you don't surround yourself with toxic situations or people. Remove yourself from that. Purification. And you can also purify by speaking up and talking about things, so then it doesn't become toxic. So you not communicating can create toxicity, so to speak, in a situation or a relationship. So you speaking up and being authentic, speaking your truth, being your, will prevent that from happening. That will also purify. That really feels very important. So you don't create these toxic things yourself either. I hope that resonates with you. And I'm going to move on to the second one. The main issue, or how to get more love. I must have jumbled this. Patience and stillness, the resting tree, also from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Basically this is about taking a a time out. Having been so busy that you were more like a human doing and not a human being, stressed out too much, and yeah, and so you have to just take some time out, and then you can also connect again to what it is you like to do, as opposed to what you have to do. So you need some a rest. Have a rest, take a break. You're stressing out maybe too much. You're just doing too much. Doing, acting. But then love can't come to you either. That's not, it's pushing yourself. So you need to slow down, rest, recuperate, maybe even from doing too much. What is the cause? Standing still, like if you're running around, if this is about a romantic situation, if you're running around like an idiot, then how is a man to come to you, approach you and woo you, and and ask you, like, what's a girl like you doing in a place like this? If you're just running around all over the place and he can't even find you, and if he does find you, you got to stand still so he can talk to you. That sort of thing. He can't come to you if you're too, and that's what you have to do. The cause of that, the she, which is in default tarot, the Temperance. Let's see if I can. I hope it will focus on it. I'm not certain. Yeah, because of that card, of doing so much, this also makes me feel that you want to, well, she's also busy doing things, and she's enjoying it, but she is busy, and I get a sense that she wants to do everything herself. She can't delegate, this is also about compromising. So maybe you are in a situation or a relationship, or a work situation, can be anything, of course, where you want to take responsibility for everything. You want to do it all, because how the other person does it is not to your liking, maybe, or you don't agree with how they do things, you want it your way, maybe, that sort of thing. You want to, but then you never have a time out, a break, or, to just be playful and enjoy things. You're too busy, maybe a bit of a workaholic even. That's also possible. Too much in your head. And the Temperance is also about balance, inner balance. It feels like in this case you're in your head too much, or in your own world. Either one of these two. In your own world, because of these fairies around her head. Completely sucked into whatever she's doing. That doesn't help to be in a place of love. What you can do about that? Stop doing all these chores and things and work and take a break. This is Queen of Wands, by the way. To enjoy and to do things you truly are passionate about. So maybe this is indeed about all these things you have to do that you don't really mind doing, but it's not really your passion, your dream and your goal in life, so to speak. Like, like if you're like a housewife running around cleaning and cleaning and cleaning all day long, well, maybe in actual fact she would like to write a novel, publish a novel, but she never gets around to it because she's always cleaning and tidying and more cleaning and washing the windows and cooking and and she never gets around to writing that book. That sort of thing. She doesn't really mind because she's smiling, but it's not really. This is her passion, and also sharing with someone else. So not doing it all on your own by yourself, you know, being able to delegate, to work together, because she's totally into him and he's totally into her. It's working together, commitment, devotion. And this is also personal empowerment, knowing who you are, what you want. And I also feel this passion in this reading with him. Well, normally I don't like this card much, but now in this reading it feels like he woke up with this idea in his head, this passion. I want to write this book, I want to make this painting, I want to do this, some passion. And then he got out of bed quite early in the day, you know, and he didn't sleep in. He didn't even get dressed properly. He's not even wearing shoes or socks or anything. He just got up and he's getting on with it. Wants to get it done. That sort of thing. Get out of your ruts and routines of chores and tasks and day-to-day things, and find your passion again. Then the last card from the fairy deck, stolen in her sleep, unaware, unconscious, unawakened. But it came out reversed, so I'll have to get the little book. I love that book, it's so beautiful. I love fairies as well, by the way. 15 in reversed. A fear of going deep within, of discovering aspects of yourself that you may find unattractive, resisting the chance to wake up to what this lifetime is truly all about. Right, so staying stuck in these ruts and routines as opposed to following your heart and your passions and manifesting those. Staying in routine. There we have it. Staying in routine. Being dulled and deadened by believing your life is that of meaningless repetition. It is time to entrust that going deep within will assist you and that you will be safe. Well, I think that is the most important message, because there's more to it, this card, but I think the most important thing is indeed to wake up, right? It says unaware, unawakened, unconscious. Wake up, snap out of it, and realize that this life of ruts and routines and chores and tasks that you possibly may not mind doing is not what you came here to do. You know, follow your dreams, do things you're passionate about, and then you will experience more love in life as well, in all areas and aspects of life, including romantic love. Right, I hope that resonated with you. Please leave feedback for me. And then moving on to the last one, the main issue, or how to get more love, fairness and balance. She's holding these scales, the keeper of the scales. This is about harmony, inner harmony, and if you have that inner balance and harmony, that's what you exude into the outside as well, and then you can, kind of like law of attraction, and you can attract more of what you want and what resonates with you. So if you are balanced on the inside, and also with love for yourself, self-love, then you will start attracting more of that, because then it will resonate with you. But then you have to find this inner balance. I think that's what it is about. Maybe your love of self, your self-esteem, your self-respect, confidence and all that is going up and down, you know, sometimes feeling, well, quite good about yourself, and then when something happens, then it's off, then it tips the other way, and then you get insecure and lose your confidence, so you're not that strong yet in when it comes to believing in yourself. Not yet. That's, I think, what's going on. And yeah, keep working on that. Believing in yourself, working on self-love, doing things you love, and compliment yourself, and be positive, speak positive about yourself, think positive about yourself. Then it will get stronger and stronger, and then you will get more love, easier as well, flowing to you. And you get in, then you get this balance of being able to not only give love but also receive love. What caused it? I need a bit of water. Then we have the Ten of Armies, Ten of Swords, and the Battle Wagon, which is the Chariot in the default tarot. One way or another, you feel alone. Something happened, and that hurt you really bad, because Ten of Armies, Ten of Swords, is quite a card of pain, of despair. Can also mean that it's on its way out, that it's not as bad as you think it is. But you don't get to a place like that because of well, a small thing. And usually it's about something that really hurts you, like losing a partner or losing a loved one, or like in divorce, or you know, something that really hurt you to the core. And it's like you've isolated yourself, because there's this circle of swords, of armies, and you're in that circle, and you're doing your own thing in here. So in a way you are taking care of yourself. You've got this kettle, this cauldron going over the fire, and there's root there, so you're probably, you know, taking care of yourself. There's warmth, there's light, you're cooking, and you're lonely, you're not happy, and if this is about a love relationship, these trees, they look quite scary. Everything outside of that circle up there looks eerie, spooky. So maybe when this is about love, romantic love, you feel that there is no more good men out there. They're all the same. They're all, you know, like the one who hurt you, or the one you lost, and there are no other good men out there anymore. But there's this family of boars here. He's watching you, and Mrs. Boar is there as well, and they have 3 little, what you call that, piglets? Not really. I don't know really. 3 little babies, let me call it that. You know, the boars have 3 little babies. So there's new life, new ideas, new life, hope, and you only have to look up, and then you will see that, and it might actually make you smile to see that. Because these boar is for strength, protection. I have to look that up. I don't remember everything. Too many card decks. I need to have a quick look. Where are these? 10 of Swords. 7, 10. Symbols of healing as well. Determination, healing, power, protection. That's what the boar symbolizes. You're not alone. You know, there's company. There's other people around you. I feel these boars represent other people too, but you have to get out of this protective little circle that you created around yourself, because no one is going to come in, because you're so closed off. You have to open up. But something hurts you, and this badly, really badly, made you close off. And this, the warrior, somehow that warrior stands out. He's wearing Scottish tartan, I think. Hang about because she and Maura describes all these aspects, and for this reading, that warrior jumps out. Let me see. He is crowned with a circlet of woodruff, symbolizing success in battle. I think this indeed had to do with a love, with a love relationship, although it can also pertain to any situation, even a job, but I think it is to do with love, that you actually thought that you won the jackpot. You thought that you had success, it was sus, it was cool, you were cool, you were going somewhere, like the chariot, the battle wagon, you were going somewhere, you know, you were both going in the same direction, you were on the same track, seeing eye to eye, and then it went wrong. And that's what caused you to be so hurt. That hit you to the core. Really, really hit you. It really hurt you. Bad. Yeah, and now you're recovering from it, because you are, because Ten of Atoms does also say that it is getting better. It's on its way out. And it's not as bad as you think it is, because there is new life, and there is company. You're not alone. Right. How you can, I already done that, how you can heal that. Oh, this is quite deep. This is Chalices 4 and 1, 7, although I don't really pay much attention to that when I'm using this deck, the Tarot of Sexual Magic. I really bounce off the imagery and the feeling I get with that, and that can vary every reading. You know, each card can be different in another reading. This card, man, woman, that's standing here, I would feel as if she's trying to convince him, and there's this gate, and on her side, and she's standing in front of that gate. She's not going anywhere. She wants to stay where she is. But here, the gate has gone completely. I don't even see it. It's open, and he's looking in that direction. He wants to go out. He wants to leave. He's got his coat on. He's ready to leave. And he's not even looking at her. And in the background there's trees, and the leaves are falling off, so like autumn. And I feel that she is trying to hang on to something that she should let go of. She should let go of that man, and that can be a situation too, or a friend, or whatever. You know, don't hang on to it. If it wants to leave your life, let it. And if it's supposed to be with you, if it's meant for you, it will come back. I hate that saying, but it is true. If it is meant for you, it will come back into your life. And right now, you have to let it go, because you cannot. Well, would you? If this is a man, would you rather he stay feeling resistant, reluctant, and not really wanting to be with you, but yeah, well, you talked him into it again, you know? And do you want a guy like that, or do you want him to choose to be with you? So because you are great, you are worthy, and because he loves you and wants to be with you, and that's the sort of thing you want. So let go of things that are not worth hanging on to. Let it go. It may hurt, but it is for your higher good, for your best interests. Same thing here. She's in his arms, and it makes me feel as if she's bawling her eyes out, as if she's crying, seeking comfort. Like, no, I don't want you to go, please, no, sort of thing. She's hurt, but he doesn't look, you know, he's kind of holding her, but not really. His heart is not really into it. It's more like, yeah, well, come on, dry your eyes and, you know, get on with it, and, you know, I've got things to do, and, so again, the message I feel for this reading is let go. If it wants to go, if a person wants to leave, then let him, and he's not worthy of you anyway. So this is probably a big lesson for you in love, but you know, it could pertain to other things as well. Letting go. Letting go. Learn to let go. If it doesn't want to be with you, if it doesn't really feel good anymore, you know, you feel this. If when you're in a situation like that, you are not happy anymore either. You know, you shouldn't have to talk a guy into staying with you. That's not feeling good. You want to feel worthy and wonderful and loved and adored and cherished. Not, you know, like, oh, you have to talk him into staying. You're not feeling good. So when, you know, your intuition, your own feeling will tell you when you have to let go. And then choose your own happiness, even though it will hurt to let go. Then do that anyway, because you deserve to be happy. That is your biggest problem when it comes to love. You cling, you try to hang on to something that is way past its sell by date. And then there is the oh, I love this card. It's getting really dark. I hope you can still see it. This is so beautiful. The fairy message, shimmer, glamour, confidence, allure, and charisma. Oh, that's what you want to be like, and that's how you want to feel in a relationship too. Not like this. Please don't go, please don't go. No, 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 no. Oh, please stay with me. Everything is right, and we'll work it. No, you don't want to feel like that. You want to feel like this. That's what you deserve. I'm going to read the message with that. Let me see if I've got time. Yes, because this is so beautiful. I love that card. It's actually about the fairy ability to draw down glamour around you and from within you. It's actually you draw that around you from your. Now, just let me read a bit of it. I hope you want to bear with me, because actually the message is really beautiful. I'll skip the bits that are not applicable. Glamour is the fairy magical ability to draw down and around you and draw forth from within you the ability to gently shape-shift and cast a glamour about you. This is the ability to shake off the dust of the road after a long day's travel and walk into the presence of the Fairy King, standing tall and regal, with beauty as your mantle. It is not, as is often painted, a false or untrue representation of self. It is a convergence of your higher self with your outward appearance, and it is extremely powerful and positive in terms of negotiating your personal power. Be who you are at your highest potential. Now, what you can do, this is a nice visualization. I'm going to read it out to you. Close your eyes for a moment and see yourself being sprinkled with fairy dust from head to toe and from within yourself. See the golden light awaken and radiate out. Stand tall and strong and walk with deliberation and care. Meet the glances of people fearlessly and with belief in your own power and worth. Be warm and be strong. And when we do this, we come from a position of personal truth and strength, rather than from a belief in our fatigue, our age, our infirmities, our injustices. And know who you are and then bring that forth. That is the true meaning of powerful glamour. When you invoke this power, all who see you will stop, share with you their attention, their respect and their time. And you, in turn, will do it for those who have found that power within themselves too. So, the law of attraction again. The glamour is also a wonderful art for those of us whose feelings and thoughts are there for all to see upon our faces. When we wish to remain mysterious, call upon the glamour, draw her down and forth, and remain within your own self. So, that is indeed, well, quite the opposite from trying to bargain for love, right? Don't bargain for love, and you know, you lose your self-respect. You completely lose your self-respect and love of self, and other people will not really find you very worthy either. And then you attract more assholes and negative situations that validate, no, not validate, that confirm that you are not worthy. You don't want that. This is what you want. So please try to do this visualization, or at least try to remember this message of the glamour, to stand in your own power and to let that shine out from the inside out, and, you know, be strong, be true, and be worthy. Know that you're worthy. Stand tall. Yeah. And have faith in yourself. Right. I hope that resonated with you, and please let me know. Give me some feedback and likes, and then I'll be back with you soon. And thank you for watching. Yeah, well, till next time. Bye bye, and have a wonderful day.